What's up, guys? I'm Gaby Wilson for MTV News, and I'm here with Harmony and Cleo from Girlpool. How are you guys?
Hi, Gaby. We're great.
We're really good.
So we're here in Austin, Texas for South by Southwest. What's your experience like right now?
So far, incredibly wonderful.
So wonderful.
We've been taking good care of ourselves. That's been our number one priority.
Yeah, and relaxing and seeing other people play a bit, but it's not too crazy yet, which is really nice.
We've been on the elliptical machine a couple times. It's been nice.
Been training
swimming,
up for your performances, or just
we just
like
doing
taking care of your body?
Yeah. We are doing some push-ups.
Yeah.
We just saw Jason play at
Le Cruces.
La Cruces, the She Shred Showcase.
So
Cool.
good.
Which was really amazing.
Yeah.
So there's been some really great music watching and a lot of nurture.
Any highlights so far? You've been in town for like a few days, right?
Yeah. Oh, we saw Hoopsie the first night we got here,
Yeah,
and they're
Hoops was great.
amazing. They're so sweet.
How would you describe this festival to people who can't get out here?
It's like saturated of like a show feeling everywhere.
Yeah, it's a lot of bodies moving around a lot, and a lot of different. I feel like what's really interesting about Austin or about South by is that so many people are here for different reasons and with different intentions and agendas, and it's all kind of mishmashed together into these really strange bars.
Yeah. I think like for like people that play music here, it feels like camp or something.
Yeah.
Because everyone's just sort of like running around, like playing shows and like trying to have fun. It feels like camp.
Yeah, I think saturated is probably a good word because it's like, it's not like other festivals where it has its own like pocket oasis, right?
Yeah.
It's very much has its tentacles within the city.
Yeah, totally.
It's
Yeah,
starting to
totally.
take over.
Yeah.
How is your experience this year at South by different from the last time that you were here?
We've only played South by one other time 2 years ago, which, so far it actually felt more hectic then, but I think that's just because it hasn't really. I don't think it's really begun yet.
Yeah.
I think it starts more tomorrow. I think is the first like crazy day.
Yeah.
But
So you'll have a different review of the
Right,
experience
exactly.
like in 24 hours.
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so far it's been very laid back in comparison to last time.
Sweet. So you're out here promoting your second album, Powerplant. How did you want to challenge yourselves with this album versus the last one?
we were like drawn to well, it's full band.
Right.
So I guess just like inevitably it became like a new experience to embark upon, like full band, which like turned into like something to figure out, which was like a challenge, but it felt so like natural to like want to go full band, so it didn't even feel like we were making like a rigorous decision. But I think that like it totally, Harmony and I have been like experiencing like navigating this new dynamic, which has been like super interesting.
Yeah.
And like taking a lot of like we've been just like practicing a lot and like exploring this new thing.
Yeah, so for people who might not know, your original album, like the first album that you put out, was pretty stripped down. It was just the two of you and like some guitars and some other sounds here and there. What made you want to go full band for this album?
I think just we felt really excited about the songs that we had ready for this album and felt like we wanted to explore what it would be like to play those songs with a vaster palette, really, of like what we could use and what we could do.
Yeah.
In terms of sound and instrumentation.
So how did that change your writing process, bringing other people into the mix there?
We wrote most of the songs on Powerplant before we knew we were going to go full band. Actually, all of them.
We literally wrote all
We
of
wrote all of them not knowing that we were going to do it big, or like with more people. But also what's different about this, like some of the songs Harmony and I wrote separately, which was like new for us.
Yeah.
And then we sort of like arranged it all together.
Yeah.
With Miles and Steven.
I know that you guys are promoting your second album, but I still am very curious about your origin story. You guys started as friends, right? And you're still friends, obviously. But how did it go? How did it go from just like a friendship to making music together? Like, when do you make that jump?
Well, I feel like me and Cleo, we always really enjoyed, we were each in different punk bands and would play shows together, but always felt kind of connected to each other's songs and ideas and ways of seeing the world, and would always talk about how we felt about making music. And then eventually one day it was kind of just necessity that we started that we would start like creating more seriously together, it felt kind of unavoidable, I would say.
Yeah.
Like we had to do it.
Yeah, like at first we were like playing each other's songs and like jamming a lot, and then we just started like writing because we were like couldn't stop talking the whole time. We were trying to play each other's songs. We just kept talking, so we just started making songs from what we were talking about.
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome. So there was no like cover phase for Girlpool?
We were in a band. We started a band with like a few of our friends
Before
Girlpool, when Harmony and I were like just both like playing in punk bands
in high school.
And then from that we sort of we just went off on our own because we felt like really kind of we identified with each other.
Yeah.
Yeah. When did you guys make the decision to go by Girlpool?
October of 2013.
2013.
Really? There's a date?
Yeah, it was like late October, mid-October. It all started with a phone call.
I remember the phone call.
Yeah, we had a very intense phone call. We were like,
I remember the phone call.
I was
very
sitting on
well.
my bed.
I was in my room like pacing.
Yeah.
We were on the phone and I was like, we were just talking about like playing music and like what it felt like to like be in like, I don't know, play music the way we were playing music and stuff, and we were just like so felt the same way. We were like, let's just start a band. Like, I don't even care. It could just be like 2 guitars, like just us. Like, let's just do it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Where does Girlpool come from? Is that like a riff on Whirlpool?
It's from the
Kurt Vonnegut.
Cat's Cradle by Kurt Vonnegut. It's a chapter.
Nice.
Yeah.
Why did you guys go with that?
We were looking for, or we were like thinking about band names, and my really good friend Sierra was like reading Cat's Cradle, and she was like, Cleo, I like was reading this book and I like highlighted the word Girlpool because like I thought it would be a cool band name, and I was like, that's sick.
Yeah.
Anything in particular, or you just like the way that it sounded?
Well, the chapter was about people like mindlessly typing like a bunch of information that's just being given to them, and I remember we thought that was a really interesting, like visual and concept. Yeah.
So, do you think that you guys are trying to like fight against that? Would you say?
I'd say we're trying, like, it was inspiring to us because it's something we both aspire to not be like, I would say.
Yeah, I don't think that, like, we, like, purposefully, like that's, I don't think that that's, like, our intention of playing music together, but I think that is something that fascinates us, is, like,
the concept of
like,
that.
the concept of, like, that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like being able to control everything yourselves also, and be true to whatever you actually think.
Totally.
Which dovetails nicely because there is like this DIY aspect to your music and how you guys approach creating.
Right.
Why is that so important to you?
Well, we met through going to DIY shows, and it's always been like hugely important in both of our lives. Like the just like community and feeling completely able to embody in a space. And Harmony and I met at a DIY show.
Yeah, the smell.
At the smell
in LA, and yeah, I just feel like honestly, like DIY was really instrumental in my self-formation and has been continuously helpful in terms of self-preservation. And I feel like it's really important to recognize that there, regardless of what you're doing in your life, there is this aspect of like being able to self-moderate and dictate sort of like how you interact with your environment and the world around you. And I think that ethos of doing it yourself and handling it for yourself in a way that feels very true is very empowering and important.
Yeah.
Why do you think independence is so important in music in 2017?
I think independence is actually so fascinating, like in current day, because of the internet. Like,
yeah,
just
totally.
Being able to actually like hold the reins on like what you want to express or like put out into the world.
Yeah.
And have like accessibility like close to you. Yeah, I mean, I think that it's like a really interesting time for music because like there's like a lot of space for independence.
Yeah, and like home recordings, I feel like, I don't know, I think it's really amazing that you can have no filter and be completely on your no filter.
Yeah.
Right, but actually there's no one curating like a lot of artists, and I think that's really powerful and special and rare, like a rare, unheard of thing sort of throughout the past however long it's been. There's been so many different executives and corporations always and businesses trying to like make money off of artists, and I feel like
not that isn't happening anymore.
Right, not that doesn't happen, but there's a lot more people being able to take things into their own hands and and businesses willing to work with artists who are open to having their voices be completely like channeled truly, and I think that's really special and different and like important.
What would you say are there any drawbacks to remaining independent, or are they outweighed by the pros?
I don't know. I think like feeling completely like creatively in control and independent is just like our top like number one priority, because then we're not being we're not being true.
Yeah.
If there's like other strong variables like having to do with like what we are making, which is just not what, then we're not making what we are. So
Right.
it's,
Yeah, totally.
I don't see anything bad about it.
Who are some other independent artists that inspire you?
Wow.
We're very blessed to be around so many like inspired, driven, like beautiful people.
Yeah.
All the time, and meeting people all the time, just like from tour and like.
Well, Greta.
Yeah,
from
Greta.
Frankie Cosmos. And I feel like, Steven and Miles, who are playing with us right now,
Totally,
are
yeah.
both really inspiring people. And Steven's a really talented songwriter.
Incredible songwriter. Steven Steinbrink.
It's very inspiring.
He's playing guitar for us now.
Yeah,
Cool.
which is really special.
I think it's significant that you guys are a rock band, and I think for the last year or so people have been talking about how rock is declining in popularity. What do you think about that?
Yeah, it's interesting. I mean, I guess it depends what you're into. But I like hot music is like really cool.
Yeah.
With like a beat, you know?
Totally.
Like it sometimes it is funny when like Harmony and I are playing shows and there's like a hot band and we're like about to play like a rockabilly set or something.
Yeah, I feel like, I don't know, I think rock is a really interesting word because I think it depends what you're saying is a rock song. So I've heard pop songs that sound like rock songs or
True.
dubstep
Totally.
songs that sound like rock songs. And I think if you're like making guitar the thing that makes it a rock song, then like I just think any sweeping generalizations in general are not usually true. So I don't think rock is necessarily declining or guitar music is necessarily declining, but I think people are taking a new angle in making music that's like that.
Totally.
And I think that's, if anything, exciting and not something to be upset about.
Cool. Well, for people at home who want to check out more of your stuff, where can they go?
Wow.
Girlpoolmusic.com.
Yeah. The internet, I
The
guess.
internet.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
internet.
Twitter.
Google.
Twitter.
The Googles.
We have a new rec coming out May 12th
On Anti.
called Powerplant.
Sweet. Check it out. And thanks so much, Harmony and Cleo.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.